There is a dark place, but I'm not going there. No, no, not on my way. There is a dark place, but I'm not going there. No, no, not on my way.
Hi, I'm Jordan.
And I'm Lex.
And this is Or Learn Parkour.
It's a podcast about ADHD done by two people who have ADHD. And one of them also has a sinus infection.
And I have extra ADHD because I've been eating so many peppermints. There's so much red dye in those.
Is that supposed to cause ADHD?
Apparently.
We've probably talked about that, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, all right.
Yep.
Listen,
Yep.
I don't know how we've gotten into the 40s when it comes to numbers of episodes, but we're here, okay?
We are.
And it's been happening for so long now. I'm sorry, I can't remember. I don't.
You don't remember every single one of our now 43 plus episodes in vivid word for word detail?
Absolutely not.
Me neither. That's fine.
Okay. Well, yeah. Well, welcome to the show. It's a Christmas special.
Woo!
Or holiday special, like whatever. It doesn't matter. Like, we're,
Seasons Greasons.
Seasons Greasons.
Can you believe this is our third Christmas special?
That's so bananas.
Isn't it?
So, yeah, I mean, the thing is, though, is that, like, our Christmas specials have never really been, like, Christmas specials.
I mean, last year's was a pretty close adaptation of The Night Before Christmas, the poem.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, so it is exactly like that. Okay, well, my segue was going to be like, until now, because this year, we're bringing you right into the writer's room.
That's true. You weren't in the right... Well, we did do the director's cut.
We did. So, see? We're both wrong.
So for once in our lives, we're consistent. We're doing something similar to what we did before.
Sort of-ish. It's
kind
fine.
of?
We thought it would be funny to essentially write the plot of an ADHD Hallmark Christmas movie.
I love doing this generally.
Mm-hmm.
Please, somebody, ask me about the plots for Hallmark Christmas movies that I have developed. I have so many ideas. Some producer somewhere, please.
Yeah, we do have a lot of ammo for this one.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, doesn't everybody? Like, I feel like this is a pretty common thing, right?
Yeah.
Like, we all like to imagine our fun little spicy take on a Hallmark movie or a Christmas special or a holiday film.
I feel like they all do exactly what you want them to do. They're super cheesy and they're super festive and you kind of know exactly what's going to happen. And you watch it and your thirst for that is satisfied. But I don't know about you. But I always watch that, and I go, I think I could do better.
Yeah, I think you could do better as well.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
It's high praise.
Okay.
So let's do better.
Yeah, let's do better, or at least attempt to. I don't want to set any standard here,
That's fair.
Like, let's just lay it out there. Like, one of us has a sinus infection, so,
How about this? Let's do better than not making anything at all.
Yeah, there you go. That's a standard.
Yeah. Anything worth doing is worth doing poorly.
Honestly, let's talk about our schedule. It's a surprise, even to us. So, we're just doing what we can.
Thanks for sticking with us. We appreciate you all very much.
Oh, so much. Before we really get this rig rolling and start talking about the feature film that we're gonna spin into existence in the next half hour,
produce and
so before we
option and
before we get into that, do you want to talk about...
Yes.
Yeah, we have some things coming up, my friends.
We sure do.
First of all, we're going to take our usual holiday break, so we will catch y'all in the new year after this one, and we hope y'all have a safe and happy holiday and all that good shit, and we'll probably tell you that at the end of episode 2, but I just want to get it out there in case we forget.
Fair. Yeah. Happy holidays. As we said before, season's grease. And we're going to relax a little bit and enjoy a lot of holiday food. Hope y'all get to relax relax a little bit, enjoy some holiday food if you would like, or other kinds of food. Or don't. It's up to you. It's not our business.
What is happening? Are you okay? You're like catering to literally everybody right now. What's happening?
I have no idea.
Okay, you know what? No, you can't fucking relax, audience, because we have a job for you.
We do. Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, what the fuck are you saying? No, shush. We're taking a break.
Now it's your turn to make podcast content. It's on you.
Would you, too, like to be a piece of shit? Amazing. We're giving you that opportunity here and now. Jordan, tell them about it.
So, one thing that we are going to do, the thing that we are going to do in the new year is come back from our break with an episode where we hear from you. We are here talking, we make this podcast, and every episode we talk about our dopamine trampoline and what is giving us dopamine, what is making our day, our week, our year, our life. Many of you know the drill by now. If not, you will by the end of this episode. However, we are going to open up the phone lines so that listeners just like you can support community radio podcasting.
We're not a radio. What? Okay.
Community of two on-demand radio, on-demand broadcasting. That's where the cast and podcast comes from. Did you know that?
Okay, so let's tell them what we're asking them to do. We are going to have a phone line open so that you can call in.
Yes.
And depending on what you say, because I'm not going to lie, we're not just going to throw anything out there.
Yeah.
Like, if you call in with, like, a bomb threat, A, what the fuck is wrong with you? And B, no, thank you.
Believe it or not, we have standards sometimes.
Sometimes.
So.
Hard to believe, I know. But we do.
What we would love to hear from you, though, is your dopamine trampoline. You can also send us an email with that if you would prefer to, but we have a phone line set up. You can call, leave a message, and your recordings will have the opportunity to end up in our first episode of 2023.
Or second episode.
Or second.
Because depending on how many of you call in.
That's fair.
Like,
that's a good point.
We have to reach a cap to have the amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
So unless one of y'all wants to call and leave like an hour-long message. I'm not selling this very well, but like...
Your message could end up in one of our 2023 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
It'll just be a fun secret little surprise. Which one?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so what are we asking them to call in about?
Their dopamine trampoline.
Right, okay.
And the number for that, which is on our website, it will be in the episode notes. It will be on whatever social medias are left standing by the time this episode drops.
Yeah, they're dropping like flies.
Yeah. Anyways, that number is 312-625-3760. Again, that number is 312-625-3760.
You know, I really appreciate that you repeated it. That's so nice of you. But I will say, it's not like this is a phone recording system where, like, you only get to hear the voicemail recording thing one time and then they just set you loose. Like, this is a podcast, so you could pause it and rewind. But I feel like saying it twice is fine. That's fine.
I really should have said it third times. I feel like there's like a rule of 3 thing we're fucking up right now.
But I feel like that's more for public speaking.
That's fair.
Like when you're in front of an audience, physically sitting in front of you.
Friends, Romans, countrymen,
comrades.
Give us your dopamine trampolines.
Please.
Please, we would love to hear from you. We appreciate y'all tuning into us and hearing ours. It's a very fun part of the show that always, I don't know, I guess I can't speak for you, but it brings me dopamine in and of itself. And
no, I fucking hate talking about what I like. Me sharing my interests.
Well, then you don't have to do it.
I'm kidding.
I know. But as much as we love it, we also love hearing from you guys, you folks. That also makes my day when people reach out.
Same.
Not to get too sappy about it here, but we enjoy hearing from you guys, so we wanted to put an episode together to put the ball in your court and hear what is bringing y'all joy, especially in the beginning of the year. That winter zone is kind of garbo. It's kind of garbo.
It's big, fat garbo.
Stinky.
Stinky heaps of garbo.
So let's all share something that brings us dopamine and pass those good neurochemicals around. Yeah. So that's it. I'm not going to repeat the number again. At this point, if you need to hear this again, you got to rewind it. That's on you now.
That's what I said the first time, but thank you.
We're repeating it 2 times, though. Didn't we agree that was the...
Fucking hell. Oh, my God.
Okay. All right. So, Hallmark movie.
Mm-hmm.
I think the most important question to start out with is, between the small-town person who loves Christmas and the big city Scrooge, which person has ADHD?
Okay, hold on. We're opening a whole can of worms here of, like, who's... Okay, hold on. Not every Hallmark movie has to be some form of regional classism. Okay? So I vote that it's not a big city, small town dichotomy.
Okay.
I would just like to say, because also, I don't know, both of them could have ADHD. I feel like that's
an option.
Probably, honestly, representatively, like, what if it's not necessarily, like, one person with ADHD and one person without, but, like, one person with hyperactive ADHD and another person with inattentive ADHD?
Okay. I like where this is going.
Yeah. And I realize that I've put a kibosh on small town versus big city. What other ideas did you have before I, just sort of start stomping every sandcastle you build?
No, this is Kill Your Darlings, right? This is the writer's room. We are here to craft. And I trust you to tell me if my ideas are garbo. That's what we're here for.
We're here for the garbo.
We're here for the garbo. We're here to sift through the garbo to find the diamond in the rough.
Yeah, we're trying to find, like, the least moldy loaf of bread in the big stinky garbo pile. So, hit me.
So, I think I'm not attached to this, but I think generally there is one person who loves Christmas and one person who isn't super hot on it.
Absolutely, yes.
I'm
thinking, get behind that.
Yeah, I'm thinking of, like, Dolly Parton's Christmas movie. Like, that's one town. It's less of the big city thing because everyone's in the same place. That's kind of a part of it. I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but it is on Netflix. It's darling. But all that to say, one person is into Christmas, one person is not as much into Christmas. My gut instinct, I'm just going to throw this out here, the person who loves Christmas, I think that they really like snow globes. Like, that's a thing. Like, I don't know if they're, like, a collector or they run, like, a snow globe museum or they make them. Or we go a little, like, fantasy, maybe claymation zone and they're in a snow globe.
Okay, Wes. All right, Mr. Anderson, let's take it down a notch.
I deserved that.
So they're in a snow globe.
We're just gonna go straight to that one, huh?
Well, why not? You laid it out there, and I'm gonna pick it up because it's the closest one to me. It rolled the furthest. So, okay, they live in a snow globe, so jot that down. But we zoom into said snow globe. So I'm imagining if there's someone who has a snow globe shop, is it like a map maker makes globes? Because if they're living in a snow globe... See, now that's my primary concern with this movie, is I'm like, philosophically...
It does narrow our setting down quite a bit. No, okay, I back it up. I think we're going to stick with the snow globe, like, creator or collector thing, but end credit scene zooming in on a snow globe in their collection that is them.
Okay, so you just want, like, the image of them being cute in a snow globe. I get it. Sign, seal, deliver.
Great.
I'm in. Okay,
great. So we have our ending. Where do we start?
Oh, isn't that how most of the greats work? It's not, but it is a way.
If we were working how the great writers worked, I would be way less sober right now.
Yeah, I would be so hopped up on cocaine, probably. Like, I don't know. I'd be like, what sinus infection? Ka-chow! I don't know.
So Owen Wilson plays who?
I blame you for giving me Wes Anderson energy and then me just coming in hot with Owen Wilson because what a duo.
You've lived with me for 4 years. You should expect Wes Anderson energy by now.
Yeah, that's fair.
Remember when the first thing we wrote together like 4 years ago specifically has a line making fun of the character who was based on me?
Yeah.
About being too Wes Anderson? So we have a snow globe.
Oh, right, yeah. So if we
collector or creator?
Yeah, well, I kind of like the idea of one person having a snow globe shop.
Okay.
Right?
So they make and sell the snow globes.
Well, okay, so that's where I'm like, I don't know if they actually make the snow globes. I'm imagining that they maybe have an associate, like they're in a small artsy town. Let's say, let's switch it up. It's not like small town rural America. We're not going to do that. It's not a big city either. Like let's say it's like a coastal town.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love me a good coastal town.
And who doesn't love a beachy Christmas, So,
like a little Oregon coast, or maybe we go a little north, like somewhere in that zone. Is that the kind of coastal, or are we thinking like Maine, Massachusetts, places with lobster?
I was fully going to like the Carolinas.
Okay.
With like beachy, like Myrtle Beach Christmas. However, I'm not married to that idea. I just like the idea of palm trees with Christmas lights on them.
That's great. Let's roll with that. I love it. We're in South Carolina.
But there's a snow globe shop. There's a person who, because I imagine there's a lot of work that goes into the making of a snow globe. Yes. Lots of components. And so what I think is that maybe, because it's a small artistic town and they use all these like locally sourced bullshit, whatever, that the person who does the actual glass blowing of the bulbs, like the globes, is a crotchety person.
Okay.
Who has like a glass blowing studio, and they do other glass blowing things, right? But they have a soft spot for the snow globe shop owner. They've never been super close, but they've always
melts their cold heart a little bit.
Just a little.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And obviously, there has to be a catalyst for them to spend more time together. Do you think there's like some sort of like tourism time coming up? For like, because I imagine if it's a beachy town in like South Carolina or some shit.
The winter is probably a big season for them.
No.
Yeah, no? Okay.
Because it's cold. And, like, it's not actually that warm, even in winter.
I've never been to South Carolina.
Right.
So.
Okay. Sorry. So sorry. Yeah, even Florida, like, it's, like, not, like, hot and beachy all year round.
Okay. So that would be, like, a slower, like, maybe a tough season.
Yes. However, if they live in this art town and everyone wants to go and like say it's like a cute little coastal town, people want to go there during the Christmas holidays. Yeah. To shop local. Yeah. And, get like support local artists.
Like it's kind of a Leavenworth destination.
Yeah, yeah. Or like if we're closer to where we are now, more of like a Frankenmuth situation.
No idea what that is.
It's a city.
That'll be for our Midwest listeners. The Leavenworth reference will be for our Washington listeners.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Balancing it out.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
I was adding the other one.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my god. Okay.
We got there.
Sure. Yes. Yeah. So, small art town. Christmas. Or like holiday season generally, right? So I would imagine that the person who makes the snow globes, their talent lies in the actual crafting of the scenes and the globes. The scenery,
the blends of the glitter. Yes.
Yeah.
I have two ideas.
Oh, I'm excited.
One, I think we're going to run into some bumps in the road in terms of this love story. I think that the person who gets them through it and gives them like a little push is the chime maker who writes the little like snow globe music box songs, you know?
Okay.
I just throwing it out there, take it or leave it.
Sorry, those are like the super special snow globes, because there are tons of snow globes that don't have music boxes in them, right? So I feel like they'd probably, it's someone who doesn't come in quite as often. But I do like that.
Yeah, just like the person you call for special occasions. But yeah. And two, I thought of this, it might be really dark because I didn't quite think about the severity of molten glass burns. But I was like, maybe there's a hurt comfort thing here. But I'm saying it out loud, and I don't think that it might be ouchy. Maybe it's broken glass. Maybe it's like a cut.
Yeah. I mean, I was imagining like maybe more of an emotional thing, right? Like maybe like the somewhat volatile ex of the shop owner. It comes around at one point and like smashes a bunch of glass on the floor. We shoot it like slow motion. Maybe there's like some dark sounding, vaguely ominous, tinkly music to go along with that theme. Where it's like heavily implied that this person did some bad things, but this is a lighthearted Christmas movie, so we're not going to dig too deep into it. What? You said you want... Okay, sorry.
No, I can see it. I can visualize it.
That's what we're here for.
What we're here for. What if there is space next door to the snow globe shop that is opening up, and the globe crafter wants to buy it, but money's a little bit tight, so they're relying on like a really good snow globe season. And so maybe that's why like the chimes guy is around a little bit more, because they want to make some like fancier ones, like big ticket items, really branching out here. And then a bunch of snow globes get smashed. And so that's like a bummer in and of itself, but it's also like
a catalyst.
We just lost a bunch of product. We're not going to be able to make that money. Like, what are the stakes if we can't buy that space? Does that how do we feel?
Yeah, I'm curious about the resolution, and I'm curious to see how ADHD comes into it, because we have crafted a delightful story, but I am realizing there has been not one lick of...
Did we happen to get off topic?
No, I don't think we got off topic. Like, we're creating a story and really just soaking it up, and really just, I think we just got caught on snow globes and really went for it, honestly.
Okay, so how is ADHD involved?
How is ADHD involved, you ask?
I do.
Well, okay, well, let's start with going back to the one of them has hyperactive, one of them has...
Inattentive.
Yeah. An alternative fun pairing would be one of them has ADHD and one of them is autistic.
Yeah.
That's also a very fun pairing.
Yeah.
I like my gut feeling, and you can totally fight me on this if you feel otherwise, because, again, it's just a gut feeling. I don't really have the explanation for it at this point, so I don't actually know if it's, like, a bias or just a gut thing. You know, I don't know.
Throw it at me.
The person who owns the shop has ADHD, and the person who makes the snow globes, the glass blower, has autism.
Yeah.
Yes. Do these characters represent us in any way, shape, or form? No.
Huh?
Me? Being antisocial and wanting to just make my art in peace?
With fire?
With fire.
Yeah.
Hot stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me enjoying crafting really intricate Christmas scenes with a lot of glitter? That's a little more specific. I don't know if that's an ADHD thing, but...
Well, either way, targeted attacks on both of us that we've set up.
Yeah.
Which is kind of just par for the course, I think. Anytime we write anything remotely fictional, we're like, haha, this is so fun. And then, like, when the themes of our everyday life just weave their way into our writing without fail because of our internal biases and psyches.
Because
like,
that's
it's like...
kind of how art works a little bit.
Yeah, like, you know, how art works.
And
it's like, we've hurt ourselves.
I don't know what that noise was.
It was truth. It was the truth.
Okay, thank you.
You know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. How's that feel so far?
Feels good.
Great.
Feels good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how is ADHD involved now? What does that do? How does that affect the way the characters... Wait. Idea.
Okay.
Something terrible happens.
Great.
The snow globes get smashed.
Yeah.
And they are able to either make more snow globes or make something else that sells really well out of a bunch of leftover craft supplies that the ADHD person bought for another project before they were into snow globes and forgot that they had.
Yeah. Fuck off. Yeah, there it is. Bing, bang, boom. You got it.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Great.
Crushed it.
Great.
Okay, great. Well, okay, so what was the project that they started beforehand then?
I guess my question is, I feel like it has to be something that them and the glass blower can work on together.
Yeah.
So what might be up their alley?
Okay, so. What if we back it up a little bit and they had been working on together a sort of... so I feel like I think they end up making snow globes because I think that, but the snow globes are a new, different shape that's not globe shaped. And I think it's probably, like, some sort of glass, like a cup of some kind that they had been experimenting on, and like something that they made a lot of, and then like maybe they had a falling out, or like the person with the shop got like a signed contract for the snow globes, or like you know, like some sort of thing where it's like, okay, well, we have all this stuff that we made, shit, you know, because like I feel like for glass blowing, for how long it takes, like, and because it's a movie, and it's like, of course, this would all happen on like Christmas Eve or some shit, you know?
Yeah.
Although I guess we could remove that problem from our own path and just say that this happens earlier in the month. Yeah. So that the person who's glass blowing has more time. Yeah.
Or maybe it's something that they made for a project. Maybe it's just like their passion project of like something they really like to make. Yeah. Like their special interest.
Yeah. I'm imagining that they make glasses that are like actual real glass. Yeah. But they are done in a way that it seals the liquid with the glitter on the inside. Oh. So, but instead of being plastic like that, it's glass. So it's like a fancy glitter cup. Like fancy glitter cups. Yeah. Because I'm like, what's the same thing as a snow globe? That's not the same thing
as a snow globe.
But it's not the same thing, but it's similar enough that I feel like it'd be like, this is a whole new way to do a snow globe.
Oh my gosh, you know the cups where it's like you drink the liquid and then there's like a little like shape or like guy, like animal or something in the bottom? Yeah. What if it's those?
Oh, that's cute.
What if they end up making those? And also, you know the like glitter bottles that people make that like you shake up and then you watch the glitter sit and it like calms you? Yeah. So it's also a fidget toy.
Fuck.
We did really good.
Wow, we already... Yeah, I guess that's it. And then they fall deeply in love during the movie, of course.
I feel like there's got to be some sort of like the romance of it happens along the way.
Yeah,
but I can tell you about how the crafts go.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's absolutely a scene where the person, the glass blower, is like Patrick Swayze glass blowing, teaching the person to like, that's in there, like swimwear.
That's really
you can't stop me. You can't stop me. It's a movie. This is Hollywood, baby. We're gonna take the risks. We're gonna risk it for the biscuit on this one. We could make it in like a stunt sort of thing. Yeah. So that like it's so very obvious that there's not just two people holding a flaming piece of glass on the end of a hot metal rod. So it's like it shoots this way and then it shoots this way, and you know what I mean? Like you never actually see the whole shot.
I mean, so, I feel like there can't be a whole lot of like actual glass blowing.
No.
Maybe we should have thought about that, but
no, because if we're pitching this to the whole world, not just Hallmark, right? We say Hallmark holiday Christmas movie because they're the most famous brand for it. But Netflix has been dipping their toes in, and true. Netflix, you know a fuck ton of glass blowers.
That's true.
So
yeah, maybe the snow globe person is being trained to do this because normally the other person would do it alone and they like working alone, but A, they have a deadline, and B, they don't actually, it turns out that they don't mind working with this person so much. And
like they need extra help in the studio.
Maybe after there's like an awkward moment at the beginning where like they invite the glass blower over for like lunch or like a Christmas party or something like at the space where there's like food and they're like, I can't eat any of this, the texture's bad. Like, they show up in the morning, like, for this, like, 6 a.m., like, glass blowing intensive, like, with the food that they, like, went out of the way to figure out what the glass blower likes.
Yeah, and absolutely.
If y'all didn't know what my love language was before.
Oh, my God. Well, I'm just thinking about how, like, the glass blower shows up to that party, probably, like, with flowers or something, you know, like, and thinking that they got invited to, like, a date or something, but then it ends up being a party. What? I'm trying to think of the most drama. I'm trying to get the most bang for your buck, audience. You're welcome.
No, that's why I said oof. That was a powerful oof.
Yeah, no, like, we get it in there whenever we can. Okay.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I feel like we've really just kind of scratched the surface here, but unfortunately, like most people at this time of year, we have holiday plans.
We do. So I feel like there's going to be a lot to come out of this. We have the basic structure.
Oh, yeah, and it's not like we're going to...
The glass blower and the Christmas-loving snow globe maker, they work next to each other. They, like, kind of have a thing for each other, but it's business. And then, like, this terrible thing happens. They have to catch up to be able to, like, buy the space. And then, maybe, they don't end up getting to buy the space, but they combine into one big space with the glass blower and the snow globe maker and one. And so they have a studio together.
Gross.
I know.
That's cute, though. That's so cute, though. Well, and the other thing is, right, like, we can't just give you all the whole movie here, right now. That would be bad marketing.
Yeah, you gotta call your producers, you gotta call your directors, you gotta call your people in the industry and tell them you want to hear the rest of this, so they will pay us to write the rest of it, because right now we are actively losing money on this podcast.
Woo!
Woo! But we love making it anyways, so thanks for listening.
Yeah.
Nice work.
Nice work. I feel pretty good about that.
I feel really good about that. I want to watch this movie.
I would like to make it very badly now. Please call us, Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hey, Netflix, you can call in along with the rest of our audience members.
You sure can. Let me repeat that number.
Yeah.
It is 312-625-3760. Bam! Rule of threes. We did it. Let's end the podcast.
Anton's rule of threes.
Chekhov's Netflix?
Yeah, Chekhov's Netflix.
No, it'd be Chekhov's Snow Globe, wouldn't it?
Chekhov's Snow Globe?
Yeah.
We'll think about it.
Okay.
The title's a work in progress.
Yeah. Oh, no, I don't want Chekhov's Snow Globe for the title of it.
Oh, but okay.
Yeah.
If a snow globe appears, it must break in the second half of the show. Okay.
Yeah. Do we want to do a dopamine trampoline first?
Honestly, I kind of am like, no, because we want your dopamine trampoline, audience. If you're wondering why we're not doing a dopamine trampoline this episode, A, we're very, very busy, obvi, but also B, this is motivation. Give us your dopamine. Let us feed off of your joy for once. That sounded really ungrateful.
No, we already did the Halloween episode.
Yeah, no, this is just a challenge, you know? It's a fun little challenge.
Minor double dopamine real quick. We did make gingerbread houses together, and that was very fun.
Oh yeah, speaking of designing very intricate Christmas scenes, somebody's a professional baker and cake decorator, and it fucking shows.
I think yours turned out really cute, too. I like the Mothman.
I wasn't trying to knock myself down. You know, I don't have the same level of talent, but I sure do have vision.
You do, yeah.
An all-white Mothman, because we didn't have any black frosting.
Covered in snow.
Yeah, covered in snow.
Yeah.
A snowy Mothman.
Yeah.
But we sure did have a lot of red sprinkles that I could use for eyes, so.
Yeah.
Shall we end our podcast?
Let's shall. All right. This has been Or Learn Parkour from Wholehearted Production Company.
You can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, wherever people find podcasts.
Special thanks to Krisha Perito for our cover art design. You can find her at Petalhop. That's Petalhop on Instagram, Twitter, maybe, and Etsy.
Yeah, thank you as well to Tom Rosenthal for our intro and outro song, There Is a Dark Place, off of the album Keep a Private Room Behind the Shop.
You can follow us on the social medias. We are at Or Learn Parkour on Instagram now. That's changed. If you guys didn't catch it in the last episode, we are at Or Learn Parkour on Instagram. We also have a website. It's wearewpc.com.
Ye fucking ha. We have links to all of that good shit in our episode description.
If you enjoy this podcast and want to hear more, normally I do a spiel about Buzzsprout right now, but call us with your dopamine trampoline.
Fucking call us with your dopamine trampoline.
We need your dopamine. Please call us.
Please.
Leave a message.
Do it.
If you like this podcast and want to hear more, do it. If you like this podcast and want to hear yourself talk on it, do it. If you don't like this podcast, do it, because then you don't have to listen to us.
Yeah,
please call us.
If you're a contrarian little bitch, do it. You won't. See?
Nice.
Got our bases covered. Yeah, you can also give us money if you're like, I really don't want to talk, let alone to you.
Mm-hmm.
Please leave me alone. We'll leave you alone if you give us money. And you can donate to our Ko-Fi. You can find that on our website or our Instagram.
You sure can. We got a little link tree and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Real quick outro question. What's your favorite Christmas song?
My favorite Christmas song is actually Christmas Quiet by none other than Tom Rosenthal. Because I'm a sad little bitch. Thank you, Tom. Truly.
Truly. I'm going to also be the worst and say all 4 movements of the Oh Hello's Family Christmas album.
Listen, Jordan got it on vinyl for us.
It makes me weep.
It rips.
It's so good.
It's so good. The Oh Hello's Christmas album never fails.
Like, yes, Joy to the World did need to be in 5/4. Thank you. I would have never known.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, I'm Jordan.
And I'm Lex.
Happy holidays. This has been Or Learn Parkour. See you in 2023.
Bye. Chrimbo My Himbo.
Oh, we didn't even get to that.
We didn't even get to Chrimbo My Himbo.
I'm so sorry. That was a top-notch idea. That would have been the toy of the year.
Would have been the toy of the year.
I'm so sorry.
Well,
do you want to tell us about it, or do you want me to stop recording?
Let's go hang out with our friends.
Okay.
Dance.